At night, before going to bed, you go. You will have peaceful, deep sleep. Last resolution you should have. I will wake up at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock according to your schedule. Fresh. I'll go to deep sleep. No one will be able to disturb my sleep. And breathe deeply to your fullest capacity, but with comfortable capacity. First few time in Savasana. First left side, then right side, and then like this. When you are exhaling, will you please come, one of you here? Any man? Wiggle. Okay, you come. Lie down. This is a very useful exercise. If you do not use pillow, it will be injurious for you. Injurious in a way, is there any abdomen that does not create gases? Every abdomen by nature creates. Actually, yogis know that after 4.5 hours food,
4 hours sleep without pillow.
no, wait, I'll tell you. You should learn to keep your abdomen clean. And they have a method of doing it that is called Bhagi in Hatha Yoga. What do they do it? After exactly 4.5 hours, they drink water and throw off, which is considered bad in your culture. And then it's, whatever has been digested, it is digested in 4.5 hours. Rest of the things, all the particles which are there, just create nothing but gases. So, if you do not keep your head little bit higher than the whole body, gastric problem is problem. What does it do? Many of you will be scared. Sometimes gases hit the heart. That can do. And your instruments are so shallow, at such a period of time, if you fix up the gadget will tell you you have heart problem. Actually, it's not. It's a gastric problem. So those who suffer on account of amoeba and have constantly gastric problem, or those who have sluggish liver, have indigestion, there goes such problems. Better to protect yourself by keeping a little bit this whole part little bit high by using pillow. Pillow should be soft, bed should be hard. If you do not use hard bed, your spinal will be like this. And that is a punishment. So-called this water bed of yours, such a big deal going on. These cushions are very injurious. I rather not sleep, remain awake, than sleep. Now, before going to bed, if you drink water, that day you will find that you have nightmares. Write down it. You must go to bathroom for urinal before you go to bed. Remember this, another point. You should have panchasnana. You should have a bath. Bath of what? Short bath. Face, hands, and feet. 2, 4, 5. This is called pancha snana. Wash these 5 limbs. Many times you will find your feet are burning. Many times you find your calf muscles are aching. Many times you will find your spinal column is aching. It has some reason. Body has its language, you should learn to understand. That's entirely separate subject. But lie down like this. Gently close your eyes. If you merely give suggestion, then that is called self-suggestion or hypnosis. But if you do it breathing, then that's something natural. First of all, few times you should do deep diaphragmatic breath. Close your eyes. Pay attention towards your abdomen. Now exhale. You are overdoing it. It should be natural. It should be natural. Don't show me. Don't try to. Do it natural. You are inhaling, exhaling. Don't retain. You should see that you are not retaining. There is no retention in this. Inhalation and exhalation. Count 10 times exhalation and 10 times inhalation. Now, let me tell you something about sleep. You are staying in your drawing room, living room. When you go to bedroom, between drawing room and bedroom there is a gallery. That gallery, bedroom, drawing room or living room is called waking state, gallery is called dreaming state, and bedroom is called sleeping state. That's why you are going to bedroom, to sleep. When you lie down, do it. Last thing, after doing anything you want to. This is last. It has nothing to do with any other individual. You see. When your wife sleeps or husband sleeps, then you can do it. It's nobody's business. Something very private or personal, good for you. You are not doing anything bad. Now, what do? Exhale as though you are exhaling from the head to the toes without breaking. No jerks. Come on, do it. You close your eyes. No. No noise. No jerks. When you are exhaling and inhaling, don't do it. No. If you create jerks, you are creating a different pattern in your brain, different pattern in your heart. No. It should be smooth. I will tell you one trick. Any part of the body that is aching, just when you are exhaling, go to that part, go through it. You will find your pain is gone. I am telling you this. Okay. So exhale as though you are exhaling. When you are exhaling, what are you doing? You are releasing the carbon dioxide or used up gas. This is the truth. Why do you not coordinate your mind and say, I want to exhale all my problems I have? After all, problems are yours and they are mental. You are doing mental exercise. Why do you not exhale all the problems? When you have exhaled, you are empty. What do you do after you empty something? You fill it. And here, everywhere there is energy. It's easy. So you are inhaling from here, gradually. To the head. Do a few times. Can you believe in a few times time you just totally relax and go to sleep? I have an advice for you. Shall I tell that something here or not? No, I won't say. Okay. West lives for two things, dollar and sex. And if you tell them how to earn dollar and how to do sex, you are the greatest teacher. If you don't talk about it, you are stupid. So I don't want to be either great or stupid. I want to tell you something balanced. Avoid doing sex after food. It's very injurious. You are bound to have some problem, and especially with your liver, right vagus nerve. which are directly connected with the digestion. At least there should be 4 hours difference. Now, if you want to medically 4 hours difference, go to Johns Hopkins and where the experiments have been conducted or conducted in many other universities, you will find what I am saying is right. Suppose you sleep 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock. 4 hours, 4.5 hours means when? 3:30 or 4 o'clock. So if you are wise, you should never do sex at early hours of the night, but do sex in the morning. Not in the morning before sun or after sun, no. Between 3:30, 4 o'clock. Why? The reason is the food is digested, because at night your tummy becomes a pantry. You cannot digest. The time will help the digest food. You are physically relaxed, you are physically rested. Therefore, that is suited the best time that can prevent many, many exertions, many, many problems. Untimely sex is inviting disease. Immediately after eating, very injurious. You see. There is something small here, intestine. Those who are doctors will come to know. Many doctors do not understand its function and they take it out. What is it called? Appendix. But this is not true. In human body, there is nothing like which is useless. Those who have taken out their appendix, they will find out that they cannot digest green salad nicely. Because in animal kingdom, in the animals, the appendix is so big. Because the animals take more greens than human beings. So grass eater animals have big appendix. Doing sex after food affects the appendix, disturbs its secretion. That particular part which supplies, you see, juices to help your metabolism, you are depriving yourself. Now, what the science says, what the medical science says, you will find your mouth being dry. This is one of the symptoms where the secretion of pancreas has something to do with it. It means you are hurting your pancreas, the endocrine gland system and its secretion. Therefore, never rush and jump. Why the marriages are unsuccessful? Most of the marriages are unsuccessful because of this sexual incompatibility. And there is nothing wrong with both. They both are good people. Because they don't know, they don't have education and they don't have understanding. Man rushes from outside, he thinks my wife is a piece of furniture I can sit down and use anytime. That's very bad. He rushes, does the sex and gets up. Poor woman suffers. It should not be done. There should be understanding. Sex is understanding. So before you go to bed, go with this. You will not have useless nightmares, useless things. But this should be done last, before you go through that prayer. Repentance, not to repeat it again, building the Atma Shakti, Sankalpa Shakti, learning to understand what I do tomorrow, I'll do it efficiently. I will not hurt anybody, I will not injure anybody. I can avoid speaking useless lie, because that weakens my willpower. Liar is he who is afraid of others. Very truthful can annoy others. So in compromises. Whatever is speak gently, lovingly. Don't speak harshly, for harsh truth is not considered to be truth. So I'm going to give on the last day full schedule. And if somebody follows only 1 week, I tell you there will be transformation. I have $500 to give you if you say there is not. Only 1 week's practice. But I know you cannot do it. First of all, when you were actually at home, with your thoughts you were here. When you are here physically with your thoughts, you are there. That's my problem. You have not learned how to be here with your full thoughts. Get up now. To sleep voluntarily, yogis knew the technique they called yoga nidra. I used to practice this, and this has helped me a lot. I can record things better in deep sleep than in waking state. That is not Turiya. That is a little bit below, 1 step below than Turiya, between sleep and Turiya. It is as the sleep is younger sister of death. You die for 8 hours, you sleep for 8 hours. In death, you sleep for 100 hours, that's all. 100 days, 100 months, 100 years. That's the difference. Sleep is sleep. It's exactly like death. As you take rest, death also gives you rest. Don't be afraid of death. Fear of death is very bad. And more fearful you will be if you do not practice vairagya.